Let me show you this project. Wait. Before we go though, let me show you a bit of what we have received. You know, sometimes some clients bring you a project and you see this on a computer and you're like, this is very interesting. So recently we were approached by one of our clients looking at selling a property they are developing. Mind you, this is not a finished product, so they are still constructing this project, and in this video what I want to do is let's go through the plans, let's go through the lenders, and I'll take you to the site so that we see what is it that they're building. But I promise you, this is an exciting episode. The project consists of 2 villas that are symmetrical. Now, this villa each sits on a land of 500 square meters, and on top of that, each comes with 4 bedrooms, all self-contained, with 6 bathrooms. They have 6 private gardens. First time hearing that term. We have a sky swimming pool, so a levitating pool somewhere in the sky, and 2-car covered parking space. Like, this is a modern property. And the fun part of this is this developer is selling these villas fully furnished, so everything will be provided for, and they are just like a really sweet cookie, something for you to pick up. Now what I want us to do is I want to show you what do they look like. Let's pass through the plans to the lenders before we can jump to the site, and I'll just be doing comparisons because I want you to understand really what you are buying. What does this project finish like? Where are they in the progress so far? The completion date, I didn't mention that, but the completion date is 25th of July 2025, so they still have a little bit of a road ahead, but again, these guys are doing just tremendous work. Now let me show you a bit on the screen. What do these houses, these villas look like? For instance, here is the first thing that you see when you get to the property. You see, this is a beautiful presentation. The front facade of the house is really magnificent. I love these lines, you know, the trees, the entrance to the car parking space that is underneath a garden, something we don't see every day, and the whole look of the finishes with stone and concrete and white texture. It's just amazing. And on the opposite side, so the front facade, the one that faces the views, look at what you have. This is really one nice contemporary house. You can see a lot of glasses. You can see we have a gym, we have a floating pool which is somewhere above here on the first floor. Just terrific design, something that I'm dying to show you. The site is in progress right now, but I'm telling you, this is gonna be among the best properties we have listed so far, and I've not told you the prices. Just hold, I'll say it in a second. The perfect living room for a house like this. Look at this magnificent living room. Double volume, beautiful finishes, extremely well lit, so you have a lot of natural light and a lot of good airflow. I'm telling you, this house is really nice. Let me show you the dining. The dining is really in this open floor plan, so we have a nice 6-seater over here. On the other side we can see this chef's kitchen, like the perfect kitchen one can see, and the whole area is just well opened up very nicely. You know, there are details that you don't see every day. I'm gonna turn around and show you what does this area looks like, because that's the landing of the stairs. I'm telling you, nothing we've seen before. And look at this space. We have some nice, this looks like a rocky texture. We have well lit stairs that goes up, and this little garden on this side. So this is like the middle part. That's why they made it look like a nice painting, because this is the middle part of the house. If you remember very well, we have the sitting area, the living room on that side. This side we have the dining and the kitchen. So it had to be perfect so that whoever is there is just enjoying the experience. And a little bit more details on the dining area. We have a wine cellar, something we don't see every day, and this immaculate space for a dining area. As you can see, it transitions the other side to that double volume sitting area. This space is beautiful. Let me show you as well the kitchen. The kitchen comes like this well fitted space, so you have everything you need. Paneled in fridge, you have ovens, you have an additional wine cooler, you have a dishwasher. This clean design, I mean, who wouldn't like to stay here? This house is phenomenal. And do you know what else you get here? You have an office, you have a gym, You have a pool, as I have mentioned, and really nice amenities. Let me show you a bit on what the master bedroom looks like. Now tell me this is not a perfect room. This room is sizable, really good size. We have its private office. We have a good sizable bedroom with a king size bed. Remember, everything you see here is gonna be in the final product. So you're gonna have all these nice beds, all these nice furniture coming with the house. This property is really nice. Remember, these are 2 units. They are called City Lights Villas. They're located in Kiyovu. And about the pricing, we have 2 payment options for you. You can buy this either 100% cash. Here you will get a 5% discount. So the actual asking price is $700,000 per unit. So to buy this, everything included, $700,000. But if you pay 100% upfront, here you get a 5% discount, so you get to own this beautiful property at $665,000 today. It's being built. I'm going to show you progress in a second. And as a second option, you can actually extrapolate the $700,000 up to when the property is completed, which is next year in July. And this will see you pay the full price at $700,000, but again, it gives you that flexibility to pay over time. I'll have more details in the description down below where you can learn what to do and see more details, see all these pictures if you want to review them later on. But now, let me take you to see what this site looks like. Do I need this? Alright, we are here in Kiyovu. Let me tell you a bit about Kiyovu. Kiyovu is a central area. Take, a compass, draw a 2-kilometer radius around this home, and you have the CBD, all the hotels, literally everything that a central city is composed of, just in a radius of 2 kilometers. And we are here to this magnificent site. Look at this thing. They are building the villas. They are interesting, they are nice, and they are being done with all the technical abilities and intellect one can think of to build a modern house. You remember seconds ago at the office, I showed you this image, this one right here. I mean, just memorize this and let's zoom out real quickly and show you, and look at this beautiful masterpiece over here. Technically, everything looks like they were designed. I'm telling you, this project, these villas are some of the best and well-constructed properties that I've ever seen. The type of rebars, the concrete mixtures that they are using, even though we are still on the structural level, I've never seen in any other residential houses. I'm used to, when they are building towers like those ones over there, like those ones, that's when I'm used to see the type of rebars that they are using over here. But we have them in a residential house, 2 villas, you have 4 bedrooms each, 6 bathrooms, beautiful space, access to everything like in just a few meters from your home. And I'm gonna take you inside and show you what does this site look like, and we'll be able to compare. Of course, it's still a rough space, but then show you again, give a small reminder of what the finished product will look like. Come on in. First thing first, you remember we have a covered parking space that has a garden on top. So if you can reference this image, this is where the entrance for this unit is. And when we get down here, and that's where we find this beautiful space for the parking. 2-car parking space, but again, this is still a structure, but look at the finish and how clean this concrete is. It's beautiful. One would choose just to polish it up and leave it like this. It's clean, 2-car parking space. That's the first entrance. Now, this level, this unit on this side, it still have a lot of work to do in terms of structure. But we'll go on the other side because there at least things have already taken shape. Let me take you in. We start from this space. This is your living room. Have a feel of this thing. Double volume. All these areas will have just glass and places and spaces to have just easy flow of air, easy flow of light throughout this space. Now, take this and compare this to this finished lender. It's beautiful, isn't it? Now we get to this space, which is, I wanted to come here because you remember in the intro I mentioned this piece being in the middle has to be perfect. So this is what it will look like. Right now it's still concrete, but in the final render it looks like this picturesque masterpiece. Let me show you the kitchen space. Now this space over here and this side, that's where we find the dining area and the kitchen. This creates that seamless open floor plan that you have on this ground floor. Remember, some of the things you have here is we have a gym which is positioned over here. This room has a gym and its bathroom, and we have a parking space which is back there. So again, you have to bear with me, this is still a construction site and they're still on the structural level, so things don't look clean. But we have the parking space on this side. Guess who didn't come with the right shoes for the site? Me. I will have to clean this up after the show. But some of the other things that we have in here a toolbox room, so where you would position all your toolboxes, and we have a bathroom in this area. So you have really so many things going on, but again, come in closer. Let me show you what differentiates the quality of construction. Look at the size of this column right here. And it's just not that. Look at the size of this one. Really strong column. Let me show you what blew me off. Look at the size of this middle column. I mean, even if I was to hug it, my arms can't touch. This is in a residential house. We don't usually have these over here. We have small columns, but this developer chose to give it all so that they maintain the quality. I mentioned something about the quality and the sizes of rebar throughout the property. I'll show you some in this B-roll because they are not what we are used of. Now let's go upstairs and see what else is there. Now, coming up to this space. First thing first, look at the open space here. You remember the living room is open floor plan and it's double volume. So all this space will be left empty, of course, with some railings for protection, but it gives a nice airflow within the property. Now, what do you observe when you get here? We have the bathroom areas here because we have two rooms on this level, one that side, one that side, and let me show you the size. Even though this place is open, you can have a feel of how big this place is. This is pretty huge, and look at the ceiling size, really far. It gives this space a really nice feel to it. And something we mentioned earlier is that each room has a private garden. So this is what the garden looks like for this room. And remember, we're starting to climb up. So we're getting treetops. So we have views across on the other side, which is another good thing that comes with this property. Let me go the other side and show you the other room. You remember, we just left one room. We have two bathrooms over here. So one supplying that room and one supplying this room that I'm getting into. And we have a bedroom over here that is surrounded by goodness, because all these niched out areas that you see over here are the gardens. You remember in the landers we have gardens on top of the parking space, so that's where we have all the planters that are sunk in really properly. You can see the installations are well done, and this whole place is made out of concrete, so this will be a nice sitting area which will be just enjoyable. Now, what else can we find here? If I go around and come to this side, we have a space that is allocated for more like a sitting area for this level. So this is an additional sitting area, and in the design they plan to make some stairs over here that climbs over there. Now, what's there? This is space for a loft. So you'll have a little loft. This could be for your kid where they usually play. So there we'll have some stairs that take you up there where you have a loft where your kids can play, so they can sit here and have a little sleep up there. Let's carry on and go to the upper floor and see what else is there. Come on. Now we get up here. Remember, we are now on the second floor, and that's where we find the master bedroom. So the master bedroom takes up all this space. That's where you have a walk-in closet on this space. We have a shower space that covers all this area. So all this area is balcony. You have your bathroom. You have a private garden over here. This is your private garden. Just beautiful, beautiful space and attention to detail. And on this other side, we have another sitting area for the master, and this whole space just is comprised of the master. You remember, we just left the loft and we're now here, and as we continue this side, that's where we find the entertainment. The noise has to be there. If you turn the camera around, it's a construction site. It's a construction site on that side, but we have this middle section where we find another bathroom on this side. We continue further, we have another sitting area over here, and as a plus, we have a swimming pool on this side. So this is the space for your swimming pool, and of course, this is complemented very well with the view you get, because now you are really, really high up. So you have a beautiful view of the side of Katiru. You have convention center that side. This have a feel of really a nice hotel to it, because staying on this level at the master is something that is nice. You remember what I mentioned about this developer not chipping out on anything? We have this serious concrete we saw even down there, even on the upper side. So the whole roof, it's not any material, it's just concrete. Again, I hope you noticed how clean the concrete work is in this house. If it was me, I would tell them to not finish it out. I would just polish this concrete and just put up some lights and just finish this place up, because it looks clean, it looks nice, it looks neat. Now, what can we learn? We are on the roof that won't even be used. It's not part of the design. But if it was me, of course, I would set up maybe something nice for this roof line. But I mean, let's pass the eyes around. What do you see? Tops of high rises, just high rises. We have Kigali City Tower that side. Literally, you are just at the top of Kigali, in the middle of Kigali, and then you have this piece of luxury real estate right here. Remember, if you buy it right now without taking on the payment plan, you get to pay 5% off, so $665,000. And if you want the payment plan, that will end in July next year, because that's when this project is expected full completion. Then you will pay the full $700,000, but extrapolated throughout the several months. Can you buy this? I recommend you to. If the budget is not an issue, you'll own a piece of luxury in this beautiful Kigali of ours. You'll be on the top, having a nice place. Remember, this place comes completely finished, completely furnished with all the devices. All you'll do is pick up your backpack, a few underwear, a toothbrush, that's not included, and you just hop in here, So what I'm trying to do with this project is just to introduce it to you. It's called City Lights Villas. It's 2 of them, so that as they progress, I'll be showing you the different progresses they're doing, so that if you really have to see this and get to be interested to buy this, you commit through these videos, or at least you organize a viewing, because this is not a small investment one will be making. But I'm telling you, this is really the biggest masterpiece in Kigali right now. I almost forgot. Consider subscribing. If you're new here, like this video and tell us in the comments below, what do you think of this project? I think they're really doing something nice. I'm not influencing your thoughts, but come on now. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of this project of City Lights Villas? Is it something you'll be looking into? I think this is a very strong and good house, villa, one can own in Kigali. Now let me leave. I also forgot, if you want to commit on this, call us on our number +250 788 44 1844, or contact us through our email business@quick.rw. We love to have you guys. I swear to God, I'm leaving this time.